Hi guys, my name is Simon Heenan, owner and founder of Simonlivefree. I would love to introduce you to a brand new web series. I'm just talking to people in business and all different industries, talking to them about advice and tips that have helped me and hopefully they can help you out. Today I'm talking to the global CEO founder of Black Marketing, Mr. Chris Reed. He's a really cool guy. I called him at breakfast and he gave me some tips on what he does and how it could possibly help you guys. So without further ado, Mr. Chris Reed.
My name is Chris Reed and I am the global CEO and founder of Black Marketing. Black Marketing enabled LinkedIn for C-suite, entrepreneurs, founders, and anyone who really wants to stand out and make a difference in the business world. LinkedIn's all about business. It's all about how you project your personal brand. It's all about how you project your company brand. It's all about how you become a thought leader, how you share relevant content with your connections. And it's also about social selling. It's about lead generation. It's no longer just about recruitment. It's no longer about things like CVs. That's past. Now it's about thought leadership. It's about how you can use your brand on LinkedIn to actually make a difference to go forwards for your shareholders, for your employees, for your future employees, for your clients, for anyone who knows you, including media, for example. So it works phenomenally well in terms of enhancing your personal brand, but you have to actually do something on LinkedIn. You have to have a fantastic photograph. You have to have a very good background picture. Use it to market yourself and market your company. You have to have an exceptional summary. Talk in the first person. Talk about you. Imagine LinkedIn's a networking event. It happens to be online. What would you do at a networking event? You'd talk to people. You'd be open-minded. You'd be open, kind of like body language. You'd be smiling. And that way people come to you. You go to them. They have a good conversation. Same thing on LinkedIn in the business context. And it's all about enhancing that personal brand. I do it in extreme ways. I have a mohawk. It changes colour. It's red now because it's Chinese New Year. It used to be blue, as per the book, LinkedIn Mastery for Entrepreneurs, which just happens to be the #1 book about LinkedIn across the whole world. It actually beat Donald Trump's books in America at Amazon.com, and I had the screen grab for that second it did it. So it's read across the world. It's read in Australia. It's read in America. It's read in Europe. It's read in Canada. It's read in all kind of across the entire world of Asia, China, Southeast Asia, Singapore, where I'm from, for example, where Black Marketing is created and where Black Marketing runs, where Black Marketing employs about 25 employees to actually create amazing personal brands for you, company brands for you, make you a thought leader, create a content marketing strategy for you, and actually use the skills of Sales Navigator or the aspects of Sales Navigator, the platform, to actually find clients. And that's really the key. LinkedIn, people don't realize the power of Sales Navigator, but Sales Navigator is phenomenal because you can actually deep dive the data on LinkedIn, so every single thing that you have put in, I can access, not just in Australia or in Southeast Asia or across Asia Pacific, but across the entire world. You can actually find clients anywhere. I'll give you an example. I'm in Melbourne this week. Never been to Melbourne before, but I have 35 meetings set up, and they were all created through LinkedIn. I did a search on entrepreneurs, on founders. I did then a deeper search on people who'd actually posted something on LinkedIn and had more than 1,000 connections. I did a further search to find out who was actually premium, and I came up with a list. I wrote to them and said, I'm coming to Melbourne. And I want to talk to you about your LinkedIn. They wrote back and said, I'd love to meet you. We then qualified the list. We sent out our services and our pricing and said, look, we only have limited amount of time. We're in this wonderful grand Hyatt, so I only have a certain amount of time between Monday and Friday. Can you afford these services? And about 35% said no, they could not, which I very much appreciate because it saves me wasting their time and that saves me them wasting my time. So it's a win-win. For those who don't turn up, it's then a negotiation about, is the value there? Can I show to you that you can be delivered in terms of clients? How much is the client worth to you? Is it worth 5 times our fee, 6 times our fee, 7 times our fee? That's just the incremental revenue on top of the social media brand that we'll build for you. Because every single person you add to LinkedIn is a future client, a future employee, a future investor, a future stakeholder, a future connection that can lead you to X and Y and Z. As my late granddad said, when I was 9 years old, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And at 9 years old, you're thinking, what does this mean? Should I just get a degree and I get a lot of jobs? But no, it's about building your career. And then when LinkedIn comes along, you realize it's the power of the network. It's the first connections, the second connections, the third connections. And you can reach anyone, anywhere in the world. And that's why I'm in places like Melbourne, and I go to Sydney, and I go to places like Shanghai, and I'm off to New York next week, and I go to Perth, and I live in Singapore, and I go to Malaysia, and even places like Cambodia and Vietnam, even places like India, Europe, London, Germany, France. I can find anyone anywhere in the world using LinkedIn. I can always find a second connection or a first connection to someone introduced me, or someone that's a reference point between the two of us. And it's about using that network. As Kevin Bacon used to say, he's the 6 degrees of separation. Well, LinkedIn's now narrowed it down. It's now 3 degrees of separation. And more importantly, it's the professionals. So Facebook and things like WeChat might have billions of users, but they're not professional. You can't see who they work for. You can't see who they know that you know. You can't see where they went to university. You can't see their previous history. And LinkedIn's all about your personal brand and a work experience and a professional experience. How can you do business? It might be like this. You know, I'm doing a wonderful interview with Simon. We met yesterday, and we discussed lots of things in terms of LinkedIn and being an entrepreneur, and he came up with the idea of doing this. Fantastic. Wonderful content for him. I'll share it in my network, he'll share it in his network. We both win out as a result of it. It's a win-win. And that's what I look for on LinkedIn. What's the win-win? It doesn't have to be a client. It doesn't have to be someone paying you money. It can be, how can I help you? How can you help me? So use LinkedIn, buy my book. It's very, very cheap, and there's an audio book as well, so you don't even have to listen to it. You have a sexy woman who actually reads the book to you and tells you all the secrets about LinkedIn. And you can also attend one of my many talks. I'm doing a rockstar profile tour at the moment in Melbourne and Sydney and Perth and Hong Kong and Shanghai and New York and Singapore. And it works phenomenally well because I try and inspire people, try and inspire entrepreneurs to actually use LinkedIn. Anyone can use LinkedIn, and I firmly, passionately believe in writing blogs and writing books and giving away content through my talks, because you too can be a rockstar on LinkedIn. Good luck.
That was Mr. Chris Reed. We definitely have more episodes coming through. Make sure you check out the links below for all his information and his book to Amazon. And so till next time, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out, and give us some feedback. If you know people I should talk to, let me know. Thank you very much.